What up, Sniffly? Ready to see the all-new coin game, the UFO arcade. It's real state-of-the-art stuff. And this game right here, it's called the Butterfly Catcher, and I'm not really playing it right. I think you're supposed to push these things into the corner. I don't know. So many new possible games to try. This thing looks like a popsicle stick. Do I just keep clicking the button 100 times? I don't really get the strategy here. Oh, there's definitely a butterfly effect. I'm sure it's intentional. There's a whole time travel aspect to the coin game. I'm sure it's being worked on. I would not be the least bit surprised. Go back in time and stop your uncle from buying the arcade so that you wouldn't have anything to waste your life over. It is true. It's my birthday. Still in the game. But, you know, the thing about this coin game update is you finally get to see what I do as a gamer on days that I'm not at the arcade. It's a never-ending party, but sometimes the party's gotta end. You gotta go home. And the coin game just released an update where you get to see your apartment. Now, who are you, my uncle? Am I grateful that I don't get to actually see my uncle's face and I actually just get to hang out with a bunch of robots? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of this popsicle pusher game. I know you really want to see the Goose, because this is really an untitled Goose game. We'll come back to this. Look at all this fun. Go-karts. Laser tag up there. Don't forget the ticket. Probably don't want to forget that. This is definitely going to be announced at the Game Awards for Game of the Year. I'm sure of it. It's on everyone's list. Alright, so if we go... Where is my house? Home. I get my own private limo now. That's one of the changes. See, the party never stops, even when you're traveling. Now I go to my house. This is my garage, where I would have my trophies, if I had anything. That's one of my goals, I guess. But what you really want to see is in La Casa. Oh, Goose Game actually is on one of the lists. I still didn't think of a title for that game, though. I don't know if it's eligible. I think all games have to have a title. So this is where my Goose Boy sleeps. This is my trophy for best goose owner, and there he is. I can pick him up. I can wobble him around like he's not real. I can check his inventory. No, I can't check his inventory. Oh, my goose just fell asleep. I can hear him snoring. I don't know. I don't make up the rules. It's the Game Awards. I remember seeing the first trailer for Skyrim at the Spike TV Game Awards. Was that 2010? It's a long time ago. This door can't be opened. No idea what's in there. Fridge can't be opened because I'm only allowed to eat like Cheetos and soda, coffee. I'm sure it doesn't work. Oh, I'm still holding my tickets in my hand, of course. Switch to something more appropriate for the household. Oh, there's my goose friend. As you can see, we have the latest channels. And I also have fish. I can feed the fish too. There you go. They all kill each other for that little pellet. And there's the little banana. That little creepy guy. This is the bathroom. Of course, everyone needs a bathroom. Toothbrush for myself and a toothbrush for the goose. Of course. Honestly, you want to see something confusing? This is swan food. The what now? It says angel duck, but it says swan food. So is it a swan, duck, or goose? It definitely doesn't look like a swan. It looks more like a duck. It looks kind of like a mallard, but gray. Oh, he's going upstairs. Oh, by the way, the swook, he's potty trained. Sometimes he uses that. He leaves the TV on. How rude. I mean, what's he doing up here? Check out my room. Got my goose, duck. Got my little knife, of course. Can't actually pick it up though. Got my shades, and if I turn this off, you can see this, just like the stars. This is where I go to sleep, and I look up at my fake stars. And then, got my guitar, of course. You know I need my guitar. Actually, this is more of a bass, actually. Still pretty cool. I got first place in To Be Determined. Other random trophies that I can't figure out what they mean. Third place. And lots of closet space that I can't use. Of course, my poster for Jerry, because I always need to be reminded of Jerry in my house. And of course, my dead plant. What does that say? It says the coin game. Oh, it's a little lanyard. Oh, of course. What room would be complete without a fidget spinner that I can't pick up? Well, it's there. See, me and my duck just chill. Just sit here watching our blank channel. Sometimes he goes upstairs, sometimes he goes in the bathroom. Never seen him eat his food though. But I can fill it up anyway. It's pretty gross. But that's what he gets. Top of the line Swan food. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, yeah, you already saw he went to sleep. He goes through his little duck door. Oh, he's eating. Look at that. He's eating. He's gonna go in the bathroom now. Oh, look at that. Trained to perfection. Of course, nothing actually comes out. But he flushes and then falls over. I think it's time to go back to play some games though. There's a laser tag game that I can't really figure out how to play. I'm just bad at it. These are my friends, obviously. Oops. Yeah, just push them over. Hey, Kev. Kev's already had a preview of this coin game update when I played it at his house. So he already knows that I'm bad at laser tag. But I'm going to try again anyway. Skee ball I wasn't so good at either. What's this? What are these creepy faces? Down a bot. Okay. It's a classic carnival game. Yep, this is a classic carnival game. I gotta go faster. Completely missed. Ooh, 2 for 1. No. Not the worst. I left Gary at home. He was a good boy. Ate his food. Went to the bathroom. Watches his one channel. Is there a Carnival Games VR? I think I once read that. Like that old game on the Wii. Yeah. This game's better though. I think I did play it. I don't remember if I liked it. I don't know. I'm like not fully convinced on VR yet. I mean, it's cool, but I wouldn't like play a full game in VR, I don't think. Although I did play Accounting Plus in full. That was pretty good. But like, to play all of Skyrim in VR, that sounds like a lot. Like, eventually is every game just gonna have a VR version? Is that what the goal is? I mean, I guess that'd be a cool option. Oh, interesting. So it plays just any DirectX game? Would it play the coin game? I don't think it's a DirectX game though. I'm sure one day I'll play the coin game in VR, like it's meant to be. Oh man, if coin game had windjammers. But the thing is, I don't think the coin game can have like licensed games, you know? Maybe someone can make a mod for it, but the modding community for this game, who knows? I need some more money. Like, these are all just like generic arcade games. This is a game, technically. A collect money game. You know I love the money collecting game. $52. Easiest job ever. I can show you go-karts. If I remember how to get there. The astronaut over here. He's just looking at me. $5 for 6 laps. Yeah, I'll try not to crash this time. Whoa. We're going pretty fast. Oh, I crashed. VR Mario Kart coming next year. Oh, that was elite. Oh, you know what? Well, press H for help. Yeah, I need some help here. Oh, actually, there's actually... What? Nah, there's no way to escape. I crashed. I wasted $5 just to crash the car like halfway through the first lap. Honestly, I don't really like the golf cart one too much, or go-kart. But we got laser tag. Oh, is it your birthday today? Or is it still my birthday? I think it is still my birthday. Everyone here is just here to celebrate my birthday. That is their purpose in life. Well, how much does this one cost? Another 5? Easy. Red versus blue. Oh! Gotta reach hard. I think I got one. A little hard to aim. think I just got hit. I think I'm all over the place. Because I think I have to reload or recharge. Someone up there? Well, I got all the time in the world to become the champion in laser tag. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not good. Everyone starts off at level 1 things, you know? If I was so good at something that the first time I tried it, it wouldn't be any fun. Part of the problem is I keep getting shot and I don't even see where it's coming from. But I can go up here. Yeah. Part of the problem is like my aiming is too slow. That's like my general coin game problem. Certainly is no Fortnite. Gonna keep shooting. This guy on my team? No, he's not.
Game over.
They spell laser with a Z because they're cool. There's a very accurate sailing scene. Do they talk about the jib? Obviously need some gamer do. That'll be really good. I'll just click one of these. There's my gamer do. So good. Now make sure to collect your empty cans so you can sell them. Because you care about the environment. Look at the carpet. Straight out of an 80s bowling alley. What's this? Tossing game? Wow. Seriously, just toss it. Well, I won. That was it. $255, $260. Solid game. I'm trying to get the big prize today. I'm gonna get like 2,000 tickets. Get something I can display proudly in my house. Wow, I'm just not having the same luck I had that first time. Get all those tickets. I wonder if Brutal Moose is going to go back to streaming this. He streams it like every update. I'm sure he's really interested in the Goose thing. But I kind of feel that way too about the coin game. Like, I mean, at its core, it's not like the most fun game in the world. It's interesting though. Like, I don't mind playing it once in a while, but like, if I want the true gamer awards, I'd have to play this game every day. I'd have to get like 20,000, 50,000 tickets. Yeah, see, that's the whole point. Is that Goose is here for no reason, but you love that it's there. That's what the game really is. It's all about the details. There's no achievements, I don't think. Actually, can I check on Steam? Maybe there is an achievement. Shift tab, yeah. That works. Yeah, there's 20 achievements. I know you can't see it, but let's see. I already got the Ride the Bus achievement. I got the Recycle an Item achievement. And then there's achievements for like winning certain items. Complete 5 days, complete 100 days. How do you complete a day? So I have to spend 100 in-game days. Oh, the other thing I didn't do yet is a paper route. Ride 100 carnival rides, ride 500 carnival rides, play 500 carnival games. Thank the bus driver is not an achievement, unfortunately. But yeah, I guess you got your work cut out for you if you really want it. Just get 100,000 tickets and play for 100 in-game days. Ride 500 rides, play 500 games. There should be achievements with the Goose, though. Like, sit on the couch with your Goose for a solid hour watching TV. Feed your fish 1,000 times. Did I find Jill's letter? Was that in Resident Evil 2? I think I haven't actually found that. Alright, one more go at the toss game. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect execution. I have it on PS4. Like, honestly, I have so many PS4 games that I could totally stream. If I get that set up, I would totally do that. Because Resident Evil 2 is like one of my favorite games ever. I had never played it until the remake. I don't think I ever played the original version though, because that's just like tough to look at and tough to control. But the remake keeps the whole feel of the original and like actually makes it a good game that's playable by modern standards. How is it an achievement for not playing for 5 years? How many people have that achievement? So like you have to own the game and you have to not play it for 5 years. Just keep it in your library. Yeah, I've never played it actually. Who can go outside for 5 years? My Bear Grylls? Yeah, I've never played the Stanley Parable. I just know it's about a bunch of rectangles and there's a narrator. Look at this game. The Wormhole. You want me to stream it right now? I guess I could. I'll just see what the Wormhole is first. What? Streaming multiple games in one stream? It's unheard of. Honestly, I have no idea what the core differences are between Thomas Was Alone and Stanley Parable. Alright, let me go install that then. Love that new Steam UI. Stanley Parable. Yeah, Stanley Parable looks like a first-person game. I definitely had them confused in my head though, like as the same game with talking rectangles, but obviously they're not. Well, while that's downloading, see if we can get a prize. I also forgot to collect my tickets. I realized tickets I just left for some kid. I don't think so. That's a lot of tickets I don't want someone else to have. But I didn't leave any others. Alright, ticket eater. Let's see. Ooh. Almost hit 3,000. Oh, I did hit 3,000 because my total. Alright, I can probably buy a house with that. Was this a lunchbox? No idea. Bag of stardust. Ooh. Little green man. Or pink man. Pet moon rock. That'll go nicely with my pet goose. Or I can get the Saturn. Can't get that. Can't get that. A fun capacitor. The plasma ball. The light sword. The hoverboard. Ooh. I don't know anything about Control, but I know that it won like IGN's Game of the Year. Like, fell off my radar. I really don't know anything about it. I'm gonna get the moon rock. I'm gonna take it home. If I can escape the ticket eater. Try to escape. Am I stuck forever? Normally you would just like press E, take out your card. I can't do that. My hands are stuck. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. Insert card, use the A and D keys. Yeah, I did that. Hold left mouse button, I did that. Prizes will spawn to the counter. I like that there's detailed directions, because I need that. Like right now. I don't know why I can't exit the thing. My moon rock. I can't escape. Doesn't make any sense. Fine, I guess I'll buy something else. I'll buy another moon rock. How about that? I bought two now. I'm stuck. Wow. Can't save indoors. Ticket eater. Ugh. Wait. I can like glitch out of it maybe. Whoa. Having an out-of-body experience. I don't know how I just did that. I don't know. I'm stuck. No, I don't want to be here. No, I want to go home with my moon rock, please. Look at me. Look how stupid I look. This is the soul of a man who was trapped. Look at those eyes. He has seen something. He has seen something. He's totally entranced. He can't escape. I don't even know what button I pressed to do this. Apparently I can turbo. Whoa. Okay, I guess I'm just doing this now. Hey, welcome to Boundary Break, the show where we take you out of bounds to see all the hidden developer comments and stuff hidden inside the game, such as something over here. Honestly, what is that? Looks like Jerry's gas station or something. It's berries. Well, this is interesting. A floating sign. What's that? Another floating sign? Actually, it's probably a mailbox. Yeah, these would be the mailboxes you deliver to. They're all just kind of... What's this? Oh, these are the newspapers. Yeah, so... What's inside my house? I can go check on Gary the Goose. I'm using my ultimate ninja powers to go check on Gary while I'm stuck. I'm just stuck. I can see inside the bank now. I can see inside the thing at the carnival that's like 21 and up only. Yeah, if I could figure out how to A, get out of the camera mode, and B, get out of the ticket thing, then I can go check that out. But I'm kind of stuck here. And I don't even see Gary, because this is just like the house model, and obviously they don't have the Goose model loaded up inside here. Not surprised. But I think I would like to exit now. The help menus for the other thing. Like, why is the help menu covering these words here? Like, I can't read what the last one is. Well, I guess if I press C, okay. Back to reality, kind of. Now I can't. Now I can't move my mouse at all. Well, at least now I know I can press C to just go off on an adventure. Leave my guy with his Adidas haircut behind. No, this is pretty annoying now. We press every button in a row. There, pressed every button. I got some kind of most tickets won of all time. Oh, I'm number 7,853. Look at that. Okay. I have to get out of this thing. I can't buy anything. I can't move my head because I went in free camera mode. Probably glitch. Let's go to the controls. My last chance. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to just save and quit, but not actually save. Just quit. Lose all my hard-earned progress. See, you press E to interact with the world. That's like the only thing I can do. I don't know. I've done this before. I'm pretty sure what I did was press E in front of the ticket machine. Okay. Somehow I just fixed my view. But the problem is no matter how far down I bring my mouse, I can't undo that. I can't get to the thing. Well, this just became a really dumb stream. There has to be something. I can't just be stuck. What did I just press? Was it F? I think I pressed F. Okay, we'll pretend that didn't happen. Move on. Okay, so, real quick, I guess. I want to see if I can free cam inside of the beer tent. Make a mental note to myself to press F to escape that thing. Alright, I gotta get out of here before I get stuck in something. That's a little bit sus. Back to the limo. Alright, so what happens? Go to the beer tent. Go in free cam mode. Whoa. Yeah, let me just go outside my body. Alright. This is the way in. I had a feeling it'd be empty. Then what's the point? Maybe it's another update in the making. Disappointing. You can like hear there's some kind of muffled party inside. I mean, it would be cool if you could just free cam and see something in there. Like, just give me something. Like, what do you give me? A garbage can? Ice cold beer and live music. Apparently it's in another dimension because I don't see it. Disappointing. Well, time to go put my moon rock in my house. Like, these are the shelves for items. I guess I could put one up here. Inventory. Oh, of course. My crushed beer cans. Let's try to put that up there. Yep, upside down. Perfect. Nope. There we go. Now I have another moon rock, and it's going to be the Goose's pet, because all pets need their own pet. See, my pet is the Goose Swan Duck, and his pet is going to be the moon rock. We're going to put the moon rock. Moon rock should probably go in his room. If it's going to be his pet. There we go. The moon rock is yours. There you go. Oh, he's happy. Perfect. Alright, time to save. Can't save indoors. That's such a weird rule. Now I gotta see if Stanley Parable's downloaded. It's like it is. Alright then. Time to set up the Stanley stream. Figure out how to edit my title. Stanley, the search for Dr. Livingston. Don't think that's the game I want. Somehow Stanley Parable is not. Maybe it's the Stanley Parable. Because it has to be the coin game, yeah. The Stanley Parable. Okay. Get that on game capture. Is that working? No? Yes? Why is it like not even half the screen? What? That's weird. See if I can fix that. Yeah, why is the aspect ratio 4:3? Yeah, that's weird. Alright, well, maybe I can just stretch it out and hopefully it doesn't look terrible. $19.20. Yeah. Okay. Now I want to undo that. Yeah, I'll turn the game volume up. Fix that. Alright, and we'll turn the game up. Alright, pretty good, right? Yeah, I think OBS, or I'm using Streamlabs, like, it actually fixed itself when I changed that ratio, but I had like already moved the screen, so. Alright. The end is never. Never the end. Is never the end. I have no idea what this game is.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Sounds like every job
This is
ever.
what employee 427 did every day, of every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one
Is he really
day,
happy?
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his
Mr.
years
Robot.
at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Got out of my desk. This is kind of like, remember the collection of horror games you told me to play, and the first one's like a text adventure game? Kind of reminds me of that. Okay. Out of my office. Now what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, everybody's in a meeting, of course. Does Stanley know his way around the office? Obviously, I want to go in door 420.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if he entered the door on his right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, this is interesting, huh? So it like reacts to things that you do? I can choose to listen or not? That's interesting. I don't think I can open any doors.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Just like the coin game.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yes, really worth it. Coffee nut.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Okay.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yeah, because I started staring at the chairs. Everyone had to leave. Because I stopped staring at my
Stanley sat
computer.
around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh, subtitles. Good idea. Closed captioning. Why do I feel like I just turned that off as I was exiting? Nope, I'm good. Alright,
But
well,
at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Sure. Back to business.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, about that. Now you've
But
really
Stanley
done it.
didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Don't do this to me again.
No, not the right.
I knew he was gonna do
Why
it to
would
me
I
again.
have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Alright, you
It's
just gonna get
clearly-
mad at me now?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Did it to me again. You really did it to me again.
Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left.
You know, I don't
right.
even know which way is left or right
okay,
anymore.
Okay, yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I refuse to turn around. I will walk backward through the door. Just to try to do things in as many weird ways as possible.
No.
Oh, see?
This isn't
Close
right
your
at all.
eyes.
You're
See?
not supposed
I
to be
wasn't supposed
here
to
yet.
look.
This is all a spoiler.
I was trying
Quick,
not to
Stanley,
look.
Close your eyes. Okay.
I can't close my eyes.
We just have to get back to
Oh yeah.
I'm kidding.
104 got
Rubbish
fired.
now. The
What am
whole
I,
story completely
427?
unusable. How about rather
No.
than waste my time trying to
I didn't
salvage
look at
this
my
nonsense,
number.
we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
My mouse slipped. 427. Looked like nothing was wrong with that. Okay, I really have to start over? Okay. Okay, fine. I'll
All of his
behave.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
For
to
as
the
long as
meeting
I feel
room.
like it.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This has a very, like, portal feel to it.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely
Ouch.
fresh.
Don't look at
Everything
that.
should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story
No, I didn't
somewhere,
touch
or-
anything.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was
Look,
right
I'm
here
just gonna
just a minute
sit
ago.
in
I
my
know
chair.
for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Okay, what if
Come,
I just...
Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. Now you don't even know what you want me to do. The yellow box. Can't jump. What kind of game doesn't let you jump?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress
Yeah,
by
I
starting
can't jump.
over and over again.
That's an
but it's got to be
achievement.
better than
It
this.
says you can't jump.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Funny.
Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay,
Stanley decided to
what
go
was I
to the
supposed to do
meeting
that
room.
time?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It just decided to end for me. Whoa, okay.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came
What do you expect me
from.
to do, man?
Why
I'm a
don't we go
QA
back
tester.
the other direction and see if we missed anything.
Think I followed directions?
Ha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not
Oh,
the story.
so funny.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
There's like a whole game inside of like not listening to the game. Oh, okay.
Now this...
Guess
well,
we
I'll
went
be
back
honest,
in
I don't
time.
recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were
I don't
supposed
know.
to be
I
doing,
think we should have a
how about
completely
this?
new setting.
You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off.
Alright,
So,
time.
good
That's
job.
my speed run.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one
Well,
of those
game's
situations.
over.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Throwing off and on again. Okay, so now they
All right, I've got a solution.
have to make
This
sure I don't
time,
get
to
lost.
make sure
Of
we don't
course.
get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable
Hey,
Adventure
I didn't want any
Line.
cheats.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I was trying to go for a no cheating run. I'm not gonna follow that line.
No, I'm down. We're living it up to the line from now on.
Every game needs a big line to point you where to go. Oh, let's play some solitaire. Nope, can't do that. How far do I have to follow the line?
You see,
TM.
the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way,
Okay,
is the story
guess I'll
of no
follow the
destination
line.
still a story? Simply
Why
by
would
the
the line
act
go
of
on the
moving
wall?
forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of
Like
life
what,
itself?
am I supposed to hug the wall here?
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the
Very
mood.
spooky about this. No, I didn't ask for this. Oh boy, that is loud. Rip headphone users. I guess this is my punishment. I had to actually lower my volume. Okay. So mean. Why don't I have to follow the line exactly? This is already one of the weirdest
Cut
things
the
I've ever
music.
played.
Go back and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Go back and
No.
look at that fern.
No, Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley. This fern will be very important later in the story.
Yeah, I'm sure
Make
it will
sure
be.
you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
How many leaves? 427. It's definitely gonna be a quiz on that fern. Oh, now you just... Well, I guess that was my fault. Now I'm all over the place. Now I have no idea. Oh,
Oh,
the control room.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I followed the instructions. Didn't I?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
How
We're
many times is it going to
intelligent
restart?
people, right?
Like
Why
15?
can't we make up our own story? Something
I
exciting.
don't know what the
daring,
story was supposed to be
mysterious.
yet.
Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
I
Why
still
don't we
haven't
simply
gotten
start
to the
wandering
story
in, well, I don't
because
know.
I decided to
How
ignore
about
it.
this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Speedrun is
Go
4 minutes
wild.
22 seconds.
Use your imagination. Whatever
I
it might
mean,
be,
I
Stanley,
feel like I got close.
I'm ready for it.
That first ending, or was that like the second ending, where it said you win?
Oh,
That
no,
counts,
not
doesn't
you
it?
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Now what?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in
Yeah.
circles for a minute.
Sure.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct
Yeah, you're right.
one.
I probably didn't
Another
break the world
victory for
record on my
logic.
first run.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny
Definitely a little bit longer than 4
awaits.
minutes and 22 seconds.
Oh, hold up. What's this?
Oh, confusion ending. Okay, there's my time.
Confusion ending.
16 minutes,
You're
13
telling me
seconds.
that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Yeah, you're
And we're
right.
supposed to restart the game
This is
eight-
all one
eight
ending.
times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I
Whoa.
don't want to forget?
What's that?
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
I'm gonna die?
Well, who consulted me?
Which one am
Why
I
do
on?
I
Like
get to
6th
decide?
restart?
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to
Wander
keep
in the
restarting. I
blackness.
don't want to forget what's
Find
going
a
on.
bookstore.
I don't want to be
Get
trapped
bored
like
and
this.
leave.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
It's like some
And the
quantum
timer
physics. Like,
stopped.
as soon as you look,
Does that mean
something
did we
happens.
do it?
If I
Did we
didn't
break
look,
the
this
cycle?
wouldn't have happened.
The whatever it is that made this schedule. How would we even
Okay, that's my
know?
time, right?
Will someone come for us? Will something
That's
happen?
gotta be like at least top 10.
So,
The confusion ending.
okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely confused.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
What a great
I'm not
first
quite
ending
sure
to
if
get.
we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if
Well,
What if you just get stuck in the loading screen? What if that's an ending? You never get past the loading screen. And I thought Nier Automata had a bunch of endings.
all of his co-workers were gone,
Okay.
what could it mean?
I guess I'm
Stanley decided to go
really,
to the meeting
really
room.
restarting.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We'll try to do the real thing now. Go to the
Stanley
left.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
All according to plan.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find
More
an
water
answer
coolers. We need more water coolers. We need to find teenagers to put in the teenage demographic. Big net. Space between the teenagers. A lot of percent. Wow. What is this? Everyone is unique. You most of all. How nice. Try jumping on it 10 times. Still can't do it. What day is it? I don't even know. The boss appreciation minute. Where's my pencil? Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
or
walked
down.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Am I really ready to follow directions yet? Take a couple steps. Now things turn red. Oh yeah. Definitely shouldn't be here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work
True.
hours.
Who
He
wants to
might
go
get
to their
fired for
boss?
that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
You can never abandon
he
your
thought to himself,
workstation.
maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And
No,
as
it
Stanley
sure doesn't.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
True.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all
Coffee
too
spill.
strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
No, I'm definitely repeating.
Dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually
Well,
gone.
maybe I should just
He
try to go
wasn't going
the
to
other way.
lose his
Nope,
job.
of course
He
can't.
wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake
the
up
infinite
soon.
loop
I'll
ending.
have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, okay.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much
Nice.
fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
So meta.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all
Stanley
people in
is
their dreams,
probably
the
got a
truth
lot of
was
issues,
that, of course,
honestly.
this was not a dream. How could it be?
How
Was
long
Stanley
is like
simply
stand in
deceiving
one
himself,
spot and do nothing?
believing that if he's asleep,
That's
he
an
doesn't
option.
have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake
Pretend to
right
sit on
now
his chair.
as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these
Yo,
words
woke,
was quite a
dude.
shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
How
That
am I
this
gonna
was
prove
a
it?
dream. So
Am I
he
gonna hurt
closed his
myself?
eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Please.
I want my
That's all I
apartment
want.
and my wife and my job.
Ooh, I'm married?
All I
Sweet.
want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you really think you were gonna wake up in your
Stanley
bed?
began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy
Everyone knows what
people
crazy
look
people
like.
look like.
And in that moment, she thought to herself
They
how
wear
lucky she was
pointy
to be
shoes.
normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was
Sequel.
comforting to think this.
Yeah.
And in a
I
certain
can't believe
way,
they included
seeing
the
this
sequel
man made her
inside
feel
the original
better.
game. That was a pretty
Then
cool
she
idea.
remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I didn't see her turn and run. So am I actually going to play as her now? Because that would be funny. Nope. I'm in Stanley's office.
So I think I'm Stanley.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Yep,
room to check
still
on his
Stanley.
co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Yeah, I'll probably keep playing for like 20 more minutes or something.
See if I can get another ending.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
This
doors,
time I'm really
he
going to
entered
follow
the
all
door
the
on his
directions.
left.
Okay, so then
If I do everything I'm supposed to do,
Yet there was not a single
then
person here
I'll
either.
finish the game.
Feeling a wave of
really
disbelief,
fast.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he'd come
How many
into a
different endings are
staircase,
there?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Executive bathroom.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No way I could have known this.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. he stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It's definitely the correct way. But it's still gonna be weird.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Find out all the answers soon
Stanley
enough.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Very tempting. Nope. Remain a good boy, Stanley. What are those codes? Those are like all the different room numbers.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's find out. The camera button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Why is
Each
that one
bore the
broken?
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So what, am I gonna be the person who, like, controls everything? The bathroom button?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
What's Stanley gonna do about it?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Now, this is what I call a
Here
Monday.
was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
course.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and for all. Just gotta find the controls. Very interesting code up there.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Oh, that's it.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I just turned off my life.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Somehow I don't
Unshackled
think so.
himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
So this is where the real game starts, isn't it?
Thing worth knowing.
It's like
Stanley
Fallout 3.
stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path.
Living in dinosaur world.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay, happy ending. Got the beat the game achievement.
But I can see there's a lot more paths to come.
But why did it restart them?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door,
Man, there's
I can
way
make it
more
through
endings
the
than I even thought. There's still a whole thing after this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Oh, no.
he entered the door on his left.
Alright. Now I'm gonna look for that thing that says escape before you get to the mind control facility.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find him
Kinda
coming to a
confused me.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Left or right, up or down, escape or don't escape, press the button on or off. What about here? Is there like another thing I can do instead of opening the
Stepping
door?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Spam 8.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments
I guess I'll try
with some
that some
calming
other
new
time.
age music.
Oh, this is different actually. Because I did it so fast. Thinks I have to calm down.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Calmly, huh? I mean, in this section, I think I have to go down. Just trying to figure out all the different paths.
I like this game though. It's very interesting.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Alright.
door that read
Escape.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh. Seriously? What am I supposed to do with that information?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Of course.
At this point,
Now we're
Stanley
set to
was
go.
making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Now you're just lying to me. Oh. Yep. Fell in the incinerator with the companion cube. Like that.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of
The
no
cake was a
consequence
lie.
whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the
Well,
real
I don't have a
story,
portal gun, so
trapped forever in
can't
his
do
narrow
anything.
vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned,
Plucking the
willingly
eyeballs from
accepted
a
this
blind
violent
man.
end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
It's the end of Saw 5.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as
Okay.
Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Maybe not.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive
Alive
as
as
ever.
ever.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life
Yeah,
the same.
it is meaningless.
Do you see now? Do you
This
see
reminds
that
me of the end of
Stanley was already
Cube,
dead
or was
from
it
the moment he
Cube
hit
Zero?
start?
I don't know. It reminds me of a lot of things. The two doors, the set of two doors was the very first concrete piece of the design. Oh, this is like the developer's ending? The rest of the game was created out of that. Let's see. Pacing of the opening section is important to get right. Office layout? Okay, well, that's cool. I already saw this one. My computer that I can't do anything on? Or can I?
I bet there's a way you can use it. Just figure out
How to access it? Employee database. Drop all employee. Yeah, made using source. I wasn't expecting the developer ending. Stanley Parable HD Remix. Funny. The War Zone. We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on the battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey for the tone of the game. Plus, it was interpreted as making fun of shooters. Well, that would have been a cool ending. So now what? I just gotta find the way to restart again.
Here's my office. The Museum of Stanley. Chains. Okay, so you can begin the game again if you want. I have a feeling you can't leave. But I don't know.
Employee lounge. Underground. So I've already kind of seen like most of the game, I think. Narration outtakes. No. Well, that's good. There's like at least 3 or 4 different paths that I can think of. That I haven't done yet. Yeah, there's something left still. Gotta find it. The freedom ending. Just like Portal. Okay. The Zending? What does that mean? The Z ending? The Zending? Trailers? Okay. Thought I could actually click on these. There's so much. I wonder if there's like a way to see something secret that you wouldn't have seen if you didn't go here. Like if there's a secret room somewhere. Fusion ending, yeah. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. Well, I want to find whatever you're supposed to find in here. There's so many paths. Will the game feature capybaras? Well, I want to know that too. Very rewarding business venture. What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. Well, that's like the big secret. Why is there like a smoky environment here? It's weird. I've already been here. Okay, that says exit. Is it really the exit?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How
Turn the
they
game
both
off,
wish
yeah.
to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you
Are you
move
sure?
forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Press escape
Stop.
and press quit.
Now it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Just crush
time...
me. Good ending. That's it. It's not even loading anything now. I guess I'm actually dead. Nothing happens. Well, that was fun. But I do believe the Game Awards are starting soon. Gotta go watch that. So, thanks for checking out the stream. I'll probably be streaming like probably most of the time the next month. So, see you next time.